I definitely want a succulent over there. Or maybe a flowering plant. Or maybe foliage plants for symmetry. This is gonna be tougher than I thought. Hey there, it's Theo from Geeky Gamer Guy. This video I'll be previewing Verdant from Flatout Games. Note: just like most of my previews, this video shows prototype components and is subject to change. Let's get cozy. Verdant is a puzzly card and token drafting game for 1 to 5 players. Players are houseplant enthusiasts trying to create the most optimal placement for their lush greenery, along with other objects to fit everything just right. To set up, place the items and nurture tokens in the bag, and reveal 4 tokens in a row in the center of all players. Shuffle all the plant cards into a face-down deck and reveal 4 plants above the tokens. Then shuffle the room cards into their own deck and reveal 4 cards along the bottom of the tokens. All these cards and tokens forms the market for the players to choose from. Place all verdancy and green thumb tokens within easy reach of all players. Then, based on the number of players, set out a number of plant pot tokens with each type being in their own stacks near the market. Return any remaining plant pot tokens to the box. Give each player a player aid and storage card. Then each player draws a room and plant card from the decks and places them in front of themselves. The player with the highest verdancy requirements on their plant card becomes the first player. If there's a tie, the player with the plant card first in alphabetical order is the first player. Then deal green thumbs to every player clockwise from the starting player according to this chart. Players place the received green thumbs in the space on their storage card. Now we're ready to begin. A game of Verdant is played over exactly 13 turns for each player. Starting with the first player and continuing clockwise, each player will draft either a room or plant card, along with a token from the market. Before the first player takes their turn though, each player simultaneously chooses the orientation of their 2 starting plant and room cards. These cards must be placed orthogonally adjacent to one another and starts the player's home. If the lighting condition of the plant and room matches, place 1 verdancy token on it. More on this in a bit. At the beginning of a player's turn, they must select an item token and either a plant or room card. The token and card must be in the same column. Take them and any green thumb tokens placed on them from previous turns. The player then places the card into their home, which consists of a 5x3 card tableau grid. Cards must always be placed upright orthogonally adjacent to other placed cards and can never go beyond the 5x3 grid. The cards also can never be adjacent to the same type of card, therefore making a checkerboard pattern grid. After placing, check to see if any lighting conditions match. To do this, check the symbols on adjacent room and plant cards. If they share the same symbols, that plant gains 1 verdancy token, placing it on the card. If multiple edges are made through a card placement, all matching plants gain a verdancy token. Then the player may use or place items. Furniture and pet tokens are placed on the space on room cards that match their color and pattern, while nurture tokens can be used to place verdancy tokens. Fertilizer adds 3 verdancy tokens, hand trowel adds 1 verdancy for up to 3 plants, and the watering can adds 1 verdancy token to all plants surrounding a single room. Whenever a plant gains enough tokens equal to its verdancy, immediately remove the token and gain the highest plant pot remaining to place on the card showing the plant is complete and thriving. Oh yeah! Completed plants no longer receive verdancy tokens from lighting condition matches. Oh, she's already good. The player can also choose to place a single item token in storage to use on a later turn. Then place a green thumb on the remaining card in the column and refill the market for the next player. Okay, I've said there's green thumb tokens, but what do these tokens of overwhelming approval actually do? Well, on your turn, you can spend 2 of them to perform 3 actions. The first is to add 1 verdancy token to any plant in your home that still needs one. You can also wipe 1 to all 4 tokens from the market and draw new ones from the bag. Lastly, before selecting a card and token, the player can spend 2 to take a card and token from separate columns, placing the green thumb on the opposite column when refreshing the market. Because of these powerful actions, a player can only have 5 green thumbs. So use them or lose them. The game ends once all players have taken 13 turns to complete their 5x3 home grid. Then score everyone's home using the score sheet provided. First, total up all the points of completed plants. Each player then scores points equaling half the amount of verdancy tokens placed on incomplete plants. Then score points on bonus plant pot tokens. 3 for concrete pots, 2 for wood, and 1 for ceramic. Terracotta earn no additional points. Then score points for each room card in the home. Players score 1 point per plant type adjacent to its matching room. Matching item tokens placed on room cards doubles the points, making each matching plant worth 2 points. Players then score points on each unique item token placed in their home based on this chart. Players also score 3 points for having at least one of the 5 different plant types in their home, and 3 points if their home has at least one of the 5 different room types. The player with the most points wins. In case of a tie, the player with the most remaining green thumb tokens wins. If there's still a tie, they share in the victory. Some features for Verdant are a colorful, vibrant card and token placement puzzle that stretches your brain to build a cozy home. The game's overall aesthetic is done by Best Sobel, who has worked with Flatout games previously on games like Cascadia and Calico. The game comes with many different modes, like a family variant with more simplified placement rules, advanced mode that adds a variety of new scoring goals with one in each of the 3 categories, plant, item, and room, to bend your brain in new ways. And finally, a solo mode that will simulate a 2-player game similar to the modes from both Calico and Cascadia. Ooh! This game is definitely for players that really want to crunch over a puzzly game. Don't let the warm, cozy theme fool you. She's quite a thinker. People who enjoyed Flatout's previous titles will feel right at home here, providing a puzzly game that feels familiar and yet drastically different to challenge you in new ways. So if you're up for the task, you should definitely check this one out. I put a link to the Kickstarter in the comments below for you to check out further. That's it! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to help out the channel, tapping the like button really helps. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to not miss out on future videos. Until next time, stay geeky. Keep gaming! Then deal green thumbs to each player. Then deal 3 green...